Iowa State men playing in the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2016. The Cyclones, with a couple of upsets in the first two rounds of the NCAA tournament, play in Miami, another double-digit seed, for a chance to make it to the Elite Eight. Right now, this game is currently headed to the second half. Iowa State trails Miami 32-29. The two teams have combined for 17 turnovers in the first half, a little sloppy, but defense is the name of the game for these two teams. We'll let you know how the Cyclones did tomorrow afternoon. The Iowa State women also in the Sweet 16. They are playing Creighton right now in the fourth quarter. The Clones are down 10. They've battled back. Excuse me, they were down 10. They're down 5 in the fourth quarter. Creighton has the lead, 71-66. ISU does have 4 players in double digits as Creighton looks to upset yet another team from the state of Iowa. It may be time for spring sports, but it felt more like winter as baseball teams wrap up their first week of the season. Let's head to Rock Island as Orion is making the trip to play the Rocks. Top of the first, Chargers crack the scoreboard. Runners on second and third, Drake Gunn with a base hit to left. That brings in 2 Chargers. Orion grabs a quick 2-0 lead. Top of the second, runner on third for Orion. This pitch would get away, and Quinn Hoftender hustles home. Orion up 3. Bottom of the third, same score. Rocky finally getting something going with the bases loaded. Tyler Hansen gets a base-clearing double off the fence and left. Connor DiUlio, Steven Dillender, and Zach DeMarley come around to score. It's all knotted at 3, and after a slow start, the Rocks would come back to win this one 10-9. Now let's go to Alleman Sports Complex as the Pioneers host Rock Ridge. Top 1 visitors with a runner on. Cameron Bonsack hits a ground ball to short. The throw to first is high, allowing Evan DeCarroll to score. It's 1-0 Rockets. Rock Ridge adds another in the inning. Brian Blumenstein with the solid single to left. That brings in Bonsack, and it's a 2-0 lead for the visitors. The Ridge would then load the bases. Seth Kramer hits a chopper to short. Everyone would be safe. Blumenstein crosses to make it a 3-run lead. Rockets score 4 in the first. In the home half, Alleman gets one back. Chance Carruthers sends a high fly ball to center. Jackson Prate tags and scores. It's 4-1, but the Rockets put up 16 runs. They win it 16-1. Well, when Brett Bielema took over at Illinois just a year ago, he had a vision for making sure the top recruits in the state of Illinois gave Illinois a fair look in the recruiting process. Well, so far, he seems to be making that impact with many players. Illinois just signed a top in-state recruit with Caden Fegan, even getting one of the top players from the Quad Cities in Matthew Bailey. It's one of the best ways for the Illini to start to turn their program around and show they can recruit their home state.
You know, we're constantly evaluating our recruiting and where we're at. I think for us personally here at Illinois, like it's very clear to me that if in the state here, or really kind of all of our borders, that we kind of, even though it might be outstate, we consider it in-state really. So the St. Louis area, right? The obviously anything in the border of Illinois, but really that Quad City area, you know, maybe up into the Chicago and the northern or the southern parts of Wisconsin, obviously Indiana, the Indianapolis area as close as it is, Ohio. We're really concentrating on the high school players in that area.
Illinois wraps up their spring practices April 21st with their orange and the blue game. Iowa State women still down by 8.
All right.